We're so done with new year, new you. This year, it's more you on Bumble. More of you shamelessly sending playlists, especially that one filled with show tunes. More of you finding Geminis because you know you always like them. More of you dating with intention because you know what you want. And you know what? We love that for you. Someone else will too. Be more you this year and find them on Bumble.
Your data is like gold to hackers, and they'll sell it to the highest bidder. Are you protected? McAfee helps shield you, blocking suspicious texts, malicious emails, and fraudulent websites. McAfee Secure VPN lets you browse safely, and its AI-powered text scam detector spots threats instantly. You'll also get up to $2 million of award-winning antivirus and identity theft protection, all for just $39.99 for your first year. Visit McAfee.com. Cancel anytime. Terms apply.
This is Optimal Health Daily. 5 Things That Harm a Girl's Body Image by Maryann Jacobsen with RealMomNutrition.com. And I'm Dr. Neil. Hey there, and welcome to another bonus Sunday episode where I share an article from one of the other podcasts in our network. Today's post comes from Optimal Relationships Daily, where articles covering all types of relationships are read to you every day. So with that, let's get right to it as we optimize your life.
5 Things That Harm a Girl's Body Image by Maryann Jacobsen with RealMomNutrition.com. You've done everything you can to help your daughter make healthy choices, be a positive role model, expose her to a variety of nutritious foods, and focus on health instead of weight. Although these strategies are important, when girls hit puberty and their bodies change, so should your approach. That's because the risk for developing a poor body image significantly increases during puberty. In fact, half of girls between the ages of 9 and 14 wish their bodies were thinner. But it's not just about being thin. Some girls may feel too tall, too short, too thin, or even too muscular. They are gradually growing into their adult body, and there is bound to be growing pains. Regardless of how they are feeling about their body today, having a healthy body image over the long haul is directly related to healthy habits, and I believe it's what every parent wants for their daughter. So, here are 5 things that can harm a girl's body image, and simple ways parents can help turn things around. Mistake number 1, assuming she has a weight problem. When girls gain weight during puberty, it can lead girls and their parents to think their body is a problem that needs fixing, when it's really just a normal part of development. Girls need to know that weight gain and increases in appetite are normal and to be expected during puberty. Girls start puberty around 10 or 11 years old on average, and their fastest rate of growth occurs early in puberty. They gain fat in preparation for their cycle. Girls go from gaining about 5 pounds a year before puberty to 12 to 23 pounds during puberty. Girls' growth also happens in stages where they first gain a layer of fat that typically gathers around their middle. This can leave girls feeling out of proportion until they are done growing and develop curves. Although all girls gain weight, it may be less noticeable in girls with a smaller frame. When girls compare themselves to their more slender peers, they will question what you've taught them. Others may think that they are not developing fast enough. So it's important to talk about how every girl's body is unique based on the genes handed down from biological parents. Mistake number 2, restricting portions. It's easy to see how weight gain can lead a girl to try and eat less. But because she is growing fast and is understandably hungry, this backfires. Instead of restriction, teach her about her appetite signals. These are the messages the body sends about how much fuel it needs for growth. There are 4 appetite signals: hunger, fullness, satisfaction, and craving, that work together to help girls get enough food to grow the way nature intended. Hunger and fullness are talked about the most often, but all 4 of these signals need attention. For example, if she doesn't enjoy a meal, satisfaction, she may not eat until fullness. Or if she has a craving she's been suppressing, she may eat past fullness once she has the desired food. Distrusting these signals and one's body is where the problems start, because these signals can turn into alarms. Honoring internal signals during eating helps girls not only to embrace their bodies, but to grow the way nature intended. No trust, you want to change. My body is all wrong, and I will try to change it by ignoring its signals of hunger, fullness, satisfaction, and cravings, skipping meals, eating less, following a diet, and cutting off food. Appetite signals turn into alarms and interfere with life. You spend too much of your time thinking about food and your body. Growth may speed up or slow down. Trust, you're good. I trust my body and respond to its appetite signals of hunger, fullness, satisfaction, and cravings. This helps give my body what it needs to be at its best. Appetite signals don't turn into alarms, and eating is enjoyable and easy. The body grows the way it's supposed to, and it feels good. Mistake number 3. Labeling food as good and bad. Pointing out which foods are healthy and not so healthy hasn't had an impact on nutritious eating in kids. Plus, it can induce guilt, which may decrease motivation to eat well. But a focus on how food affects functioning is not only good for body image, it's an effective tool for showing a girl how healthy habits enhance her life. Don't hold back here. Talk about how eating fresh fruits, legumes, whole grains, and vegetables help poop stay regular and soft. Discuss how balanced meals and snacks give her sustained energy for doing what she loves. Remind her that physical activity and sleep help her focus during school. Always make the focus on what is important to her. And if she hasn't found something she loves to do, now's a good time to explore activities or try something new. Mistake number 4. Not talking about media messages. When we were growing up, we had magazines, movies, and TV to get our attention. These days, girls have an entire virtual world to contend with. Social media, YouTube, blogs, text messages, and advertising. Problems with body image arise when girls just accept this virtual world. In other words, it's not unrealistic messages and images, but the internalization of them that can cause girls to feel like they don't measure up. All adults can help girls move from passive acceptance of media to critical thinking. And this starts by encouraging them to ask questions. Is this how everyday people look? How was this photo or image touched up? What is this advertising trying to sell me? What stereotypes are represented in this movie? Is this person's life, social media, really that great? Or are they only posting the good stuff? It's vital that girls understand the virtual world is man-made and not at all like the real world. Research suggests this type of media literacy works to help guard against poor body image associated with media. And mistake number 5, ignoring the impact of friends. It's not just food and body changes that affect body image during puberty. It's friends and feelings. First-time exposure to hormones like estrogen stir the pot of feelings while friendships take on more meaning. As a parent, you want to understand how your daughter is connecting with others and how she's managing this new world of more intense feelings. Good friends are protective of health and body image. If she's in a group where she feels she has to be different from her true self to belong, how can she accept herself? Help guide her to good friends that make her feel valued and accepted for who she is. Avoid the trap of arguing with her all the time, and instead, validate what she's feeling even when you don't agree with it. Then, help her name the emotion and what it's trying to tell her. This helps her accept all feelings, even uncomfortable ones, a vital skill for strong emotional health. Best of all, she will start coming to you with her problems, and it will bring you closer. And a close bond between parents and daughter helps boost body image too. You just listened to the post titled 5 Things That Harm a Girl's Body Image by Maryann Jacobsen with RealMomNutrition.com.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Sponsored Jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. And it makes a huge difference. According to Indeed data, Sponsored Jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it makes hiring so fast because it filters out incompatible candidates. There's no need to wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
I can say to my new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, hey, find a keto-friendly restaurant nearby and text it to Beth and Steve. And it does, without me lifting a finger. So I can get in more squats anywhere I can. 1, 2, 3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps. Requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
And thanks to Maryann for highlighting several important points about fostering a healthy body image in girls during puberty. Now, one thing I really like here is the emphasis on teaching girls to understand and trust their appetite signals. So hunger, fullness, satisfaction, and craving, as she mentioned. This approach is really invaluable because it empowers girls to listen to and respect their body's needs, rather than succumbing to external pressures or misconceptions about food and body size, which is such an important lesson to learn, especially at a young age. Focusing on appetite signals rather than these external diet rules or societal standards helps girls develop that sense of autonomy and self-trust. And this is crucial in a stage of life when they are vulnerable to negative influences, such as peer pressure and those media portrayals of idealized body types. But by trusting their own bodies, they are better equipped to resist these pressures and cultivate a more positive and realistic body image as they age. And if you're wondering whether or not this has to do with relationships at all, of course it does. This sense of understanding and not deriving worth from physical appearance will only help your daughters to love themselves more and likely look for more meaningful traits in those they surround themselves with too. But that will bring us to the end of another parenting edition, my friends. As always, I thank you for tuning in and making this episode possible today. Have a great day, and be sure to come back again tomorrow for more ORD, where your optimal life awaits.